let's chat with Johnny in Utah. I can do the Utah one because I get all of the A abbreviated states wrong, but I can do the UT. That's pretty straightforward. Hi, Johnny. Welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm so excited to talk to you guys.
Yay!
I'm excited you're here. What can we help you with?
I have 100 topics I would love to discuss with you.
Awesome.
All right, let's pick your top.
The topic I called in on is, so I'm a cis white male, and at the start of 2020, I thought I was super, super original, and I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to talk to everybody about this. And
can relate. We can relate to that.
Yeah. feeling a little called out over here.
Well, and just a little bit of background. I come from what I like to call a super cult. I'm an OG Mormon. The polygamy. I have 19 siblings and 3 moms.
Ooh, FLDS.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, where were you guys?
Well, so I grew up in Cedar City, Utah.
Okay.
So southern Utah. And then I moved up to Salt Lake, but like when we went to quote conference in Salt Lake City, we went to Bluffdale, and there was this big. Anyway, that all's really not important.
That is incredibly interesting. I could just listen to that kind of stuff all day. Wow, I haven't actually talked to.
That's what I say. Like, I have so many things I want to talk to you about.
Well, we'll have to call back for sure and talk specifically about the super cult thing because Eric's super excited. I'm super excited.
I'm gonna go get my Mormon underwear. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I'm wearing a Mormon underwear t-shirt right now.
Okay.
You thought he was kidding,
no,
everybody.
I've got my temple garments right here.
If you...
I can't see the YouTube video. I have to switch back right now. I'll watch it later.
If you are on the podcast, Eric is holding up underwear on stream. You should watch the YouTube video of this one.
So there was some incredible dude who came out to the Bat Cruise when we went to the Bat Cruise years ago, and brought me his temple garments, and so I got them right here.
Okay.
Go on.
Go for it. What can we help you with?
The reason I'm calling is because here I was thinking I was this original thinker. I was like, oh my goodness, all this is bullshit. There's so many good things I want to do. And then I just got so I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to be the original, the first. Yeah. And then it's on the internet.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh shit. All of you, there's so many awesome people who have so many cool things to say.
Isn't it amazing though? I mean, there's so many people out there who deconvert alone and think they're the only ones in the world. I've talked to so many and met so many amazing people who had to invent atheism because they never.
Yeah, I thought I was the first one.
Yeah. What?
Why are they on your shoulder now?
Because they're clean.
You look like you're ready to burp a baby.
Okay. I can't wait to watch this video. Sorry, I really want to see your temple jammy.
All right. So your question for today, though, I'm sorry, we want to make sure we get to it and give it enough time.
I want to talk about, because, I went through this experience of I'm going to tell everyone in the world. And then I found YouTube and I was like, okay, so now what good am I? What good is my voice? And here I am, white, this male, the biggest stereotype in the whole freaking world, except for the polygamy, the 19 siblings thing. And I started, I called in to volunteer for FFRF not FR, but recovering from religion. Mm-hmm. Anyway, but there's just so many amazing people out there and doing amazing things. Is it worth? I don't know what to do. I feel stranded.
Yeah.
I feel like oh shit, there's 300 hours of amazing content that says exactly the shit I want to say.
Yeah, I mean, identity and who you are aside, I fully relate to that. Like the starting this, like I took forever to start anything on my own, even after like a year of being at the ACA back in the day, because I was like, well, I have nothing new to say. Like, why on earth would anybody want to listen to me as opposed to the next person? Like, there are only so many answers to these questions. So I fully get that. In terms of what you can do, and I want to address this in two parts. The first part is just a person on the internet and an atheist and somebody who has come out of religion. And then second, that part that you brought up about being a cis white male. The first thing is absolutely go for it. Rising tide lifts all boats. We need as many voices as possible. This is not a situation where there is only a limited amount of people who can do this. We need as many as we can get. So yes, if you want to start a YouTube channel, even if you know you're not going to say anything that is super profound, never been said before, which none of us are doing that.
It'll be in my voice.
It'll be in your voice, and you will be contributing to a larger conversation, and that is so important.
Absolutely.
The second part, though, is the part I want to focus on. There are a couple things that cis white men can do that other people can't because of the scenarios in which we live, and it would be
That's exactly what I want to focus on.
Right.
Thank you.
And that is so good to focus on, right? There are a couple things. One, being a safe person representing that group is so important to other atheists who might not be cis white men, right? If you can be a good person who is an ally, who is a safe haven, that by itself is huge because frankly, we don't have that many in the atheist community. And having more of those positive, just downright gosh darn good people of that majority group representing us and being there for us and being able to back us up, like 100% we need that. But also, I think, I don't want to co-opt his story, but Phil Ferguson, do you know who Phil Ferguson is, Johnny, at all?
Yeah, he's the financial guy on the
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's got his own show called The Phil Ferguson Show. It's a podcast.
I've watched a couple episodes and I need to focus on it more because I could do with more money.
No, he's OG. Like he's like legit. He had a conversation with a religious person who was in an abusive environment, and she was trying to get out, and all of her secular friends who were women were telling her that it was bad that she was in this abusive situation and that she should leave. And she didn't believe them. She didn't listen to them because in her mind, a guy wasn't saying it to her. When Phil stepped in and told her, hey, this is fucked up. You should do something about this. You don't deserve to be abused like this. She listened to him because of her ingrained bigger amounts of respect for cis white men that her religion taught to her. And it got her out of a bad situation.
So awful.
It is amazing. And that is exactly how you use your privilege, right? You are able to go into spaces that need to hear these things, that might not listen to me or Eric, and say a thing, even if it's not your own original thing, even if it's something you've heard other people say 1 billion times, you might be the person they listen to strictly because they were taught that when you talk, they should listen.
Thank you. Sorry, go ahead, Eric. Sorry.
I'd love to add a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely.
So especially being ex-Mormon and ex-FLDS, especially the ex-FLDS community is not huge. And it already takes a lot to get out of that place.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking as someone who's read it and who's heard people talk about it. You've lived it. I encourage you to reach out to those communities and be another person there. Just be yourself. Just be like V said, be somewhere people can go. The ex-FLDS community, especially, is just, it needs it. It needs it. I remember the first time that I worked with, I'm forgetting his name. Help me.
It eluded
Who is
you.
this?
Warren Jeff?
I would not work with Warren Jeffs.
Yeah, no, I hope not. Sorry, that was bad joke.
That's okay. So it's the other group that gets paired up with Mormons, the
Jehovah's Witnesses?
J-Dubs. Thank you.
Yeah.
The ex-J-Dub community.
Oh my God.
That have worked.
See, I consider myself an ultra cult until I hear about them. I'm like, holy shit.
Well, it's different, but it's not necessarily worse. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in what you grew up in, but just seeing how tight knit that the J-Dub, the ex-J-Dub groups are, you can see that they really, really depend on each other, and just being able to reach out and do that. There are a couple of podcasts I'd recommend. Number one, check out Thank God I'm Atheist, TGI Atheist. They also have a show called How to Heretic.
How to Heretic is so good.
Try that.
Same hosts. They are just outside the Salt Lake City area. They grew up in that culture, dude. It is amazing. Just listening to them for years, I wound up just being able to understand so much of that kind of culture, and understanding that sometimes you've got to choose the right.
I'm so very fortunate.
And then
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay.
Keep interrupting you.
No.
Racing is killing us.
No worries. Naked Mormonism podcast as well.
Oh my God! Sorry, I have so many things to say on that topic.
Have you seen
Move
it?
on.
Have you heard it?
No, but just the Mormonism, like the pre-existence racism. Is
my goodness,
dude. So there are a number of podcasts that have gone in because it's so recent. They've been able to go in and give you a play-by-play of how things were written, what happened, who these people are, what they did in their lives, what their impacts are, where they lived, and just you get this deep understanding of it, and it is incredible. If you want to see how a religion gets started, or you want to see, the a lot of the dirty laundry, that came before. It is so.
Oh, I got you, bro. I got loads of dirty laundry.
Dude, I highly recommend you check out those podcasts. I highly recommend you check out those communities. There are people who would love to be able to talk to you and share those things. As much as I wish I could, I didn't grow up that way, and so I don't have that experience to lean on to be able to connect with you. But there are people who do, and they're looking for you.
We'll put links to those resources in the description as well. That way anybody who's listening can actually go in and listen. Yeah, no worries. You don't have to write all this down. We got you. But yeah, I think ultimately the question that you're asking is so thoughtful and self-aware. It's so good that you're asking this. And honestly, the calls today in general have just blown me out of the water with the level of thoughtfulness and engagement with these difficult topics. Yeah. And Johnny, I just want to say thank you for even thinking about that. It's really, really good that you are. And the fact that you're bringing this thoughtfulness to it and this awareness of where you sit in this community and the impacts you might have is going to set you up to be a really, really good resource for people, not just people like you and who will listen to you because of who you are, but also for other people who might be in more marginalized communities or environments that need someone from your group of people to look up to and trust. And it's good. It's good. I would say go make your YouTube channel. And when you do, tell us about it so we can watch.
Yeah. Thank you, V. Sorry, I'm just like fully filled up with the warm fuzzies right now.
Good.
Well, congratulations on getting out. Congratulations on finding your space. And we wish you only good things, Johnny.
And if you guys are the best.
Oh, thanks. And if you still have your temple garments and you don't know what to do with them, send them to me. For some reason, I'm obsessed with them.
I never got any. Sorry, like I'm wearing just a really fitting white T-shirt. I told my parents.
Well, that shit's expensive, and you have to have a temple recommend to even buy them.
It's Costco. It's like $12.
Wait, not for temple garments.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah.
I was just joking. Because lots of people who know with my background are like, oh, you're wearing your temple garment. I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's right. It is Fruit of the Loom brand.
Sorry. I figured out that was bullshit when I was 12.
Well, there you go. Thank you so much for calling in, Johnny. And call back if you have other questions as you're diving into this.
I have so many things I want to talk to you guys about.
Good. We look forward to hearing back from you.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.